Thank you for watching iTRAK's tutorial videos. Today we're going to be covering tracking your vehicle and vehicle maintenance. For other tutorial videos, check out our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/user/iTRAK Corporation. Okay, when you log into the software, you'll see your fleet icons and vehicles on the map. To expand your fleet list and to see each individual vehicle, just hit your plus buttons here and your fleet will expand. We have this fleet in groups. If you'd like to set up groups, just give us a phone call or drop us an email and we can help you out with that. So we see our icons here on the map, and you can see your vehicle icon banners here next to each icon. And this information is customizable for you, and you can show or not show any of this information. In order to do so, you just come up here to Fleet, and all this information is able to be shown or not shown with each icon. The name is the vehicle name to the left of the slash. The alias is the name that you create. The ID is the serial number of the device that is in your vehicle. The time is the current time and date. And the GPS is how many satellites that the antenna of the device is connected to at any one time. And the speed is obviously the current speed of the vehicle. If you didn't want to show any of this information, you can check Show All Information and then uncheck it, and all that information goes away. But what most people like to see is the name of their vehicle and or the alias, time, date, and maybe the speed. The more information you show, as you can see, the larger these banners get. If you wanted to find out where a vehicle currently is and you don't see it here on the map, all you need to do is come up to the vehicle itself, left click to highlight, right click, and choose center on. And this shows the current location of that vehicle, the last time that it has reported in. If it was currently moving, it would have a speed, just like this one here. If you want to follow a specific vehicle, what the follow option does is it keeps the icon centered in the middle of the map, and the map moves and the vehicle remains in the center. So if you wanted to enable that feature, again, you would left click to highlight, right click, and check follow. And now when this vehicle moves, the map will move and the icon will stay in the center, as opposed to the map staying and your vehicle moving across the map. To disable this feature, right click and uncheck follow. So now we know where this vehicle currently is. If we wanted to find out where this vehicle or any other vehicle for that matter has been throughout the day and display historical data, all you would need to do is put a check mark in that vehicle's box, come down here to the bottom, and click Map. The start date and start time and end date and end time always defaults to today's date and a 24-hour period. If you wanted to find any historical data previous to today's date, all you would need to do is hit the drop-down menu, display the calendar, and just choose your days. So this is NOCAL's number 4 JAX information, all historical data for today. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see the breadcrumb trails are different colors, and then we also have these bullseyes. The bullseyes signify stopped positions, which a stopped position is a non-moving position 2 minutes or longer. The different breadcrumb trails that we see here are are moving positions that are either in cellular coverage or out of cellular coverage. So the in cellular coverage is the directional arrows. The out of cellular coverage or a bad cellular area are the breadcrumb trails that have yellow circles around them. So this, in other words, is a stored position. Our devices will store positions when the cellular coverage is poor or not available, and the devices will recognize once it comes back into cellular coverage that there are stored positions and then display those stored positions. So no matter if the cellular coverage in your area or where the vehicle is at is excellent or very poor or non-existent, our devices are always tracking. What you may also see is what we have a feature called clustering, and what clustering does is it allows the map to load a little quicker. So if you have a slow internet connection at your computer, you can turn clustering on and it will load your positions a little faster. And what clustering looks like is if you come up to Tools, Clustering, and check Clustering on. So instead of displaying each individual breadcrumb trail, it groups the breadcrumb trails into these bubbles here. And the numbers signify how many breadcrumb trails are in this area. So if we click on that, we'll roughly see 14 positions in this area. So if you see clustering and you want to see the entire breadcrumb trail, or if the connection, your internet connection at your area is good, you can just turn clustering off by coming here to Tools, Clustering, and uncheck Clustering on, and you get your continuous breadcrumb trail. For vehicle maintenance, what we can do in the right-click feature, we're going to turn real-time position mode back on and show an area here to where we have a good number of vehicles. Is in the right-click option of your vehicle. This is for individual vehicles. Left-click to highlight, right-click, and choose Setup. This is where you can assign names or alias to your vehicles. So if we see R01 Bob, if the driver changes, we can change that name, update alias, and you'll see your name change here. And if we come to that group, that name will change here as well. We also have idle alerts. If you enable the idle alert, put in your idle time that you'd want here in seconds and an address, an email address, you would get an email notification when this vehicle idles over the specified time. We also have overspeed alerts. You would enable the overspeed alert, put whatever mile per hour or kilometer per hour in the field, your email address, if you wanted to add more than one email address, you would just separate them by a semicolon. Click Update Overspeed, and when this vehicle travels over 65 miles an hour, you will get a real-time email notification. You can change your icons as well. To do so, click Select Icon. Your icon list will be shown here. In order to change that to a truck. And then you can also change the color of the breadcrumb trails as well. You would select color, whatever color you would want to change that breadcrumb trail to, update icon, and our 01's icon has changed, and the breadcrumb trail, when that vehicle moves or when you map out the activity of that vehicle, will be changed. And then the Show tab. This is information that you can show with a specific vehicle as opposed to your entire fleet. So if you had your whole fleet set to where you wanted to show that information, you can also show any information with just the specific vehicle itself. And that concludes this tutorial on tracking your vehicle and vehicle maintenance. For other tutorial videos, check out our YouTube channel at www.itrak.com/user/iTRAK Corporation.